Hi, we're going to be building an intermediate log splitter crane. What that is, it's a lift that goes between the three-point hitch of the tractor and the log splitter, and it'll allow us to lift up the big logs and set them down on the splitter. Also, you can take the splitter away from the machine and use it as a standalone crane. All right, so this is the base that we're going to start with. This used to be a lift for 55-gallon drums, and on the left side where you see that drawbar sitting on top, that part's going to attach to the three-point hitch of the tractor. We'll end up cutting the wheels off and mounting that drawbar there and welding that on. And then the far right side will be where the log splitter mounts with a three-point setup. So the boom will be next to the tractor, the log splitter will be in front of that. You'll be able to access the log splitter with the boom. So that's where we're starting. Okay, we cut a piece of pipe. This is a 6 5/8 OD quarter-inch wall pipe that we're going to use for support for the boom to mount on. And we have a Jeep hub on the front that's going to mount to the top of that for a pivot. Okay, we got this all welded in now. Did a few passes, get this thing all put in place. So that's where we're at. We're going to chop the wheels off next and get ready to put the top section together. Okay, this is a hub from my old Jeep TJ, my Wrangler. I had swapped out the front end for a set with locking hubs on them. So these weren't used anymore, but I kept them. I knew I'd have a use for them someday. What we're going to do with this is we're going to use this as the mechanism to pivot our lift. This will be the pivoting portion of that. So we'll cut the universal joint off the back, and this upper part here, we'll get rid of the upper part of the shaft here in the clip and the little cup that goes on it, and we'll modify these, and it should work out perfectly. They're available in a lot of junkyards because people do changes to their Jeeps, so you can find these relatively inexpensive for almost free. So keep your eye out, and you'll track some down. So here's the back of the hub with the universal joint on the top, and I put it in a vise. I cut this off. It's been removed, and I threw it on the lathe, and I cleaned it all up so that this will fit inside. We don't need all that extra crap hanging off. We'll put some paint on it and it'll be nice and clean. Then the other side, this internal spacer is part of the actual hub when you look at it. And there was a longer shaft here that had a pin through it and a cup to hold it. So put a piece of metal in here, welded it shut so the nut would stay put. And then I cut a ring for the outside edge here to add some strength when we put the plate on top to give support. You can see then after I put this ring on, then I punched out the studs for the wheels. So this is where we're at now, and we'll be putting. All right, so now we're welding the hub. This is the hub that goes on the top of the pipe that we had welded before, and I'm just welding this ring on to get plenty of strength here. And I'm TIG welding this, but we do a little bit of this. Show where we're at. This will give you an idea of how things are looking. So, see here, getting all these welds put in place. And I'll finish this up and we'll be back. Okay, this is all welded up now all the way around. We've got welds all the way around it, as you can see here. So this isn't going anywhere. Now we're going to work on the getting the plate for the bottom section here, which will mount to the tube underneath it. So that'll be the next step. I think before that, we'll go cut all the legs off of the base frame. Be right back.